Hello there, Brick Fanatics. I have here a list of every single LEGO set that is currently confirmed to be releasing in the year 2025, as of mid-November. And I gotta say, it's a good year if you're a big fan of LEGO sets based on computer and video games, or LEGO sets based on blue cartoon hedgehogs. Just so many cartoon blue hedgehogs. How do you like your cartoon blue hedgehog? Do you like them fast? Do you like them robotic? Do you like them to run a small clothing shop? We've got all these covered. There are currently, at the time of making this video, 22 LEGO sets that have been confirmed. And we're not talking about rumours here, we're not talking about leaks, we're not talking about whatever else may be on the horizon for LEGO. We're talking specifically about LEGO sets that have at some point or another had a page on lego.com, the website. With 3 exceptions, all of these have prices. With no exceptions, all of these have piece counts. There's some that I'm going to get to which are going to be particularly interesting to discuss, but otherwise we can be fairly certain that all of these are coming. Now, of course, this video is going to become obsolete very quickly, so feel free to head down into the comments and let me know that this aged like milk and tell me all of the LEGO sets that I left off the list because I simply do not have the details for them at this moment in time. Time stop! Yes, that's a Megalopolis reference of all things. Not 1 hour after I finished filming the last little chunk of this video, the LEGO group put 4 new botanical sets on their website, which does show just how quickly this video is going to become obsolete. And indeed, not half an hour ago, they put the Horizon Adventures LEGO set on the website. So things are moving quicker than I can keep up with. I need to just put this video out before it becomes even more obsolete yet again. It will be a big surprise if this thing continues to be up to date for the next 48 hours. So if you're watching this in November of 2025, I mean, there are probably better videos to watch, but okay, fair enough. Hi, nice to see you. Take this as a nice snapshot of where LEGO was in 2024. Here we are, 2024, a simpler time, an easier time, a time before the horrors. Anyway, shall we go through the list in alphabetical order by theme? LEGO Animal Crossing. 77053 Stargazing with Celeste contains 78 pieces, launching January 1st. 77054 Leaf's Caravan and Garden Shop contains 263 pieces, releasing January 1st. 77055 Able Sisters Clothing Shop contains 322 pieces, launches January 1st, 2025. So Animal Crossing has cemented itself in the year 2024 as an up-and-coming theme for the LEGO group and for Nintendo. No surprises there because you get to build little houses with little animal characters. It's basically Fabuland in 2024, and what is not to love with having Fabuland back, albeit with a slightly different branding. The difference with Fabuland is playing with those licensed characters, and so you've got people who are coming to this theme who are looking for specific characters who are their absolute favourites from Animal Crossing, and wouldn't you know it, one of my absolute favourites is here on this list. We've got the Able Sisters. No disrespect meant to my other favourite Blathers, but here we are with our first of the blue cartoon hedgehogs of the 2025 lineup for LEGO. Disappointingly, this set only comes with one of the eponymous Able Sisters, Mabel, but if you were to pick one of these characters to have, I'm kinda glad it was the blue one just because I like that blue hedgehog theme, as you can probably tell. Other nice things about these sets, I really enjoy the brick-built crescent moon with the Stargazing with Celeste set. I think that's a wonderful way of transforming the event from the game into LEGO form and giving us something that's a bit bold and bright and colourful and just adds an extra little bit of charm to the whole thing. Anyway, speaking of things that I love, LEGO Art Theme. 31214 Love contains 791 pieces, launches January 1st, 2025. I don't think I need to say a lot about this one. If you haven't already, make sure you check out the video that we have done on the Love sign itself and on its history and on how that has been transformed into LEGO form. Otherwise, yeah, this one is pretty neat. I do always love a LEGO art set. LEGO Botanical Collection. Time Stop, again, etc, etc. I've gone back to the future. Here are the 4 botanical sets that the LEGO group has announced. 10342 Pretty Pink Flower Bouquet contains 749 pieces, launches January 1st, 2025. 10343 Mini Orchid contains 274 pieces, launches January 1st, 2025. 10344 Lucky Bamboo contains 325 pieces, launches January 1st, 2025. 10345 Flower Arrangement contains 1,161 pieces, launches February 1st, 2025. There are 2 different types of sets within these 4. There are sets that are designed to sell well over Lunar New Year, and there are sets that are designed to sell well over Valentine's Day. And depending on which part of the world you live in, one or the other of those might be a bigger deal. Lucky Bamboo and Mini Orchid are, I think, both quite cute little sets, and for their size in particular, they're going to be popular not just with people who celebrate Lunar New Year, but all kinds of people around the world. It's this very clever design that the LEGO group has got here, where they've made sets that, yes, are specifically tied to a certain buying exciting event on the calendar, but then also they have the wider relevance to just be enjoyed by everybody, regardless of culture and indeed which holidays you spend your money at. The other two sets also have uses beyond just the holiday that the LEGO Group is definitely making sure they're on store shelves for. For example, in the United Kingdom, we have Mother's Day in February rather than having it in May like Americans, and so the sets that are on store shelves for Valentine's Day also work very well as Mother's Day presents. It is a kind of a win-win. You've also got birthdays, you've also got other events in there. You've also got, I'm sorry I spent too much on Lego, here is a present to make up for it. It's flowers, but also it's more Lego. Now, Lego City. These ones are interesting because of all of these are the ones we know the least about and I feel like are the least set in stone because there may be some things that have shifted around a bit. But I'll give you the details that we have so far and then we can talk about why exactly we don't have everything on paper just yet. 60691 Jungle Explorer Base Camp contains 1091 pieces, launches March, potentially 2025. 60692 The Lost Crocodile Temple contains 294 pieces, launches potentially March 2025. 60693 Survivor Island Seaplane contains 287 pieces, launches potentially March 2025. I'm saying potentially in there, not because there's really a huge amount of doubt to that, but just because I wouldn't necessarily be surprised if the LEGO Group does shift the calendar a little bit with this one. So the deal is, this year Lego.com had a special page for people who wanted to get involved with an initial early product testing. And so they showed off the products on that page, and some people managed to get their hands on them, and it's got some funky new stuff in there. According to the webpage, and I'm just going to read this verbatim, LEGO Jungle Explorer Base Camp includes an interactive brick, 8 tile tags, 3 interactive minifigures, and a wireless charger, and it is intended to deliver a sensory-rich and responsive play experience for kids. What that involves is not entirely clear, and how that will have been shaped by the product testing that the LEGO Group has been doing is also not entirely clear. But it does sound a little bit like my absolute favourite horrible LEGO Furby Mario. Some kind of LEGO thing that is in some way interactive, maybe makes a noise, maybe lights up. The fact that minifigures are involved in this as well is very interesting because that would mean that the LEGO Group has managed to miniaturize this technology and put it into a form that's not going to instantly break within a minifigure. It is something that could be very revolutionary for the LEGO Group in general. It could also be a flash in the pan, one of those fads that the LEGO Group likes to do with these kind of technology integrated LEGO sets where people go, oh yeah, that's nice, and then shortly after we all forget that it ever existed. I'm looking at you, Hidden Side. You were so gorgeous. I'm looking at you, Video. You were so gorgeous. What happened to these things? Well, basically, everybody kind of liked the Lego. Nobody kind of liked the technology. So here we go again. I take my opinions here with a grain of salt because I am very cynical about interactive play experiences with Lego. I like my Lego bricks to be Lego bricks, and I don't love to have a huge amount of technology involved with that, and that's just my personal opinion. If you have a different opinion, feel free to disagree with me, and clearly the Lego Group disagrees with me because they do these things fairly regularly, and they've never been to my liking, but other people definitely get something out of them. So if this turns out to be a good new product that people really enjoy, I am all for it. Anyway, Lego Disney. We've got 2 sets that are currently confirmed, and both of them are for the upcoming Moana 2 film. 43260 Moana's Island Fun contains 175 pieces, launching January 2025. 43270 Moana's Adventure Canoe contains 529 pieces, launching January 2025. So Moana is basically the little engine that could for the LEGO Group in terms of Disney Princess IPs, because no, she didn't have a huge fad wave like, say, Encanto, or something that's just the big juggernaut that is Frozen. But clearly these sets are selling because the LEGO Group keeps making Moana sets over and over and over, and most of them are of a really high quality, and it is clear that there is something here that LEGO fans are connecting with. That means that they keep buying these things, which is great because Moana is one of the better modern Disney films in my personal opinion, and these LEGO sets tend to be, as I say, really solid. So getting 2 sets for the upcoming Moana 2 is very exciting. You get the sense with Disney that sometimes the LEGO Group kind of hedges their bets. They're not necessarily sure how much to commit to a new film. So you get something like Encanto, which launched with very few LEGO sets. And then the LEGO Group had to work very quickly to get a few more on store shelves when it proved that people actually really liked that film. And then you get other films that just kind of come and go. We didn't get any, for example, Inside Out LEGO sets, even though that would be an absolutely brilliant opportunity to work with Disney and Pixar. We got some Wish sets, which were okay. We didn't get any Elemental sets. We got some Lightyear sets, which were okay. We didn't get any Strange World Lego sets. So the Lego Group and Disney are kind of, they're picking and choosing here which particular films get sets. And of course, a sequel to Moana was definitely going to get some Lego sets, because this is, as said, a film that has done very well for the Lego Group thus far. Whether or not Moana 2 lives up to the high standards set by the first Moana film remains to be seen, but definitely these Lego sets are going to sell either way, because it's still Moana Lego. Right, short category this one, Horizon. 77037 Aloy and Val vs Shellwalker and Sawtooth contains 768 pieces, release date March 2025. This is one that I don't think is going to have been a big surprise for a lot of people, even if you don't happen to have your ear to the ground listening for every particular LEGO rumour and leak. The fact that they made a LEGO Horizon game was a strong indication that there was going to be something else here. See also LEGO Fortnite. And again, this is more proof of just how important video games are to LEGO in 2025. Looking at this and all of the other sets on this list, there is a definite trend here when it comes to the LEGO Group pivoting to focus on video games rather than on anything film related for their IP partners. It makes an awful lot of sense when you consider the position of LEGO in the year of 2025, and as said, they've been doing these experiments with interactivity for a while with their LEGO because they want to find some kind of digital in, because their main competitor at this point is not other toy companies, it is kids sitting on their tablets, it is people playing computer games or video games rather than buying LEGO. And so the LEGO Group has gone, if you can't beat them, join them, and has just started making LEGO sets based on the video games that had been stealing a part of the LEGO market share. I have no proof of this one way or the other, but if we get to the end of 2025 and we do not see another additional new theme based on some other kind of video game IP, I will be quite surprised, because it seems like these things are just coming thicker and faster as time goes on. Next up, LEGO Monkey Kid. 80065 Erlang's Celestial Mech contains 806 elements, debuting on January 1st, 2025. 80066 Mythical Creature Chilin, 791 pieces, launches January 1st, 2025. Monkey Kid is an interesting theme because it doesn't have like the biggest presence in a lot of Western countries, and yet these sets consistently absolutely crush it. They are some of the best that the LEGO Group is pumping out at the moment. Mythical Creature Chilin looks to continue that trend. It is a large, detailed brick-built animal. It's got a bunch of cool minifigures in there. It's got all of the best, weirdest, coolest LEGO elements in there. It just looks like it's going to be an absolutely fantastic set for a lot of people to get hold of. Similarly, Erlang's Celestial Mech is absolutely fantastic, looks like it could give any Ninjago mech a run for its money, and is very gold, which is always fun to have. It's no accident that these two LEGO sets are launching in January. We are also getting a few seasonal LEGO sets. All of them are designed to appeal to people who will be buying presents during Lunar New Year. So to that end, LEGO Seasonal 80315 Lucky Cat contains 280 pieces, launching January 1st, 2025. 80116 Trotting Lantern contains 1295 pieces, launching January 1st, 2025. 80117 Good Fortune contains 1021 pieces, launches January 1st, 2025. I feel like the LEGO Group is shaking things up a little bit with the Year of the Serpent LEGO sets. The Lucky Cat is exactly what you would expect of a LEGO set at this particular price point and at this particular size and piece count. We get something of this ilk every year, just nice little small sets that can be given to people as presents during the festive period. Trotting Lantern is gorgeous. Do not get me wrong, this is an absolutely wonderful, beautiful set with lots of intricate detail. I love that it actually contains a light brick and that it spins so you can actually get it to project out images, although how well that works will remain to be seen. But this is a really fun idea for a LEGO set that is something very different. What is going to potentially disappoint some people, and I can't not talk about this, is that this is the LEGO set that contains the classic Lunar New Year family for this year. So every year when the LEGO Group puts out its Lunar New Year sets, we get this little family of characters, and they have gone through various different sets and through various different scenes and various different interactions with other members of their family. And these are all wonderful. These are some of my favorite LEGO sets of any given year. I have several of them. I adore them. I want more. And normally they contain some kind of vignette or some kind of scene or some kind of slice of life, whether it's visiting a parade, going ice skating, being in the park, having dinner at home, or having dinner with extended family in a restaurant. These sets are normally great as an individual scene or integrated as part of a cityscape or other wider, larger collection of sets. And the problem with Trotting Lantern is essentially just that it doesn't have that slice of life element to it. The family are here and we can see them interacting together, but we don't get the wider context. We don't get them with, for example, some scenery and some backdrop. And I do think that will disappoint some people who were looking for something similar to what we had last year with that wonderful, fantastic family reunion set, which is definitely a highlight of 2024. One of, if not my favorite of the year, and to go from that set to something that doesn't contain any kind of backdrop at all does feel like a little bit of a letdown, but I can't really hold it against the Trotting Lantern set because it is such a beautiful set in its own right. It's just doing something completely different, and that is fair enough, and I am all here for it and very much looking forward to getting my hands on it. Similarly, we've got Good Fortune, and where last year we got a brilliant brick-built dragon, I was kind of expecting a brilliant brick-built serpent or snake this year, and we didn't get that. Instead, we've got a collection of cool things that are brick-built. So if you happen to be a big fan of snakes, I'm sorry, this is not your year, even though it really should be. However, I really love the scroll here, I love the persimmon and the money, and I love the vase with some flowers in it. This is a really neat-looking brick-built set. I'm absolutely really excited for this one as well. This is going to be a very desirable one for people who are giving presents over the Lunar New Year because it is going to work very well as a display in anybody's home and is probably going to be one of those what I call gateway drug Lego sets which convince people who have not otherwise picked up Lego to give it a go. Like, you can see the botanical collection in the DNA of this set. It is very much trying to expand out and invite other people into Lego who might not otherwise consider even Lego for adult sets. Now, next on the... Whoa, what was that? Blue streak speeds by Sonic the Hedgehog. Feel free to rewind if you didn't see it clearly because he is indeed too fast for the naked eye. Sonic the Hedgehog. Anyway, we've got 3 confirmed Lego Sonic the Hedgehog sets coming. These ones tie in specifically to Sonic Adventure 2, which is believed to be a large basis for Shadow the Hedgehog's appearance in Sonic 3, the film. And so the characters that we're getting here are some characters that are particularly desirable for people who really love that adventure era of Sonic the Hedgehog video games. We have 77001 Sonic's Campfire Clash, contains 177 pieces, launches January 1st, 2025. 77002 Cyclone vs Metal Sonic, contains 290 pieces, launches January 1st, 2025. 77003 Super Shadow vs BioLizard, contains 419 pieces, launches January 1st, 2025. Of these new offerings, I feel like Sonic's Campfire Clash is the weakest one, simply because it doesn't come with any new minifigures. It contains some slightly different kinds of, do these count as badniks? Some slightly different robot enemies for Sonic to fight here, but it's also got the Speed Sphere, and I've never really gotten on with the Speed Sphere very well, and if you've already got a Lego Sonic the Hedgehog set, you've probably already got a Sonic minifigure and you've probably already got the Speed Sphere, so a campfire and a little robot build are probably not going to be a huge draw here if you're already in this theme. Cyclone vs Metal Sonic is going to be a very desirable set for Sonic the Hedgehog fans. Not only do we get Tails in his Cyclone, which can indeed transform into its plane mode as well, which is a wonderful inclusion, looks absolutely spot on just like it did in the games. We've also got the minifigure debut of Metal Sonic, who has been one of those characters that fans cannot get enough of over the years and one that has been long anticipated for Lego conversion. Not only does this minifigure come with a custom head element, it also has printing on its arms and legs, which just means, wow, wonderful, absolutely brilliant detail on this one. Always happy to see that on a minifigure. Then there's Super Shadow vs BioLizard, and I can't believe that we have got a Lego brick-built BioLizard. That just feels like when playing the game originally in like the early 2000s, that did not possibly cross my mind, the idea that that might one day be an official Lego set. It's such a weird thing to have in Lego form. I'm assuming, again, hopefully no spoilers here, that this plays in some way to Sonic 3 the film, because otherwise, who would possibly have considered this for a Lego set? This is the minifigure debut for Shadow the Hedgehog Superform, which is nice to have. Also very exciting for people who couldn't quite justify the large cost of the other set that comes with it. We've got Super Sonic in a slightly smaller set now, which is great because it makes him more affordable for people who just want that minifigure. Finally, we have the last theme on the list, LEGO Super Mario, specifically the Mario Kart sets, which were revealed very early, considering when they are actually finally launching, which I assume is an effort to get around potential leaks with people accidentally sharing pictures online before they should. With 6 confirmed sets, this is the most of any theme that we have had confirmed thus far. 72031 Yoshi Bike contains 133 elements, launches January 1st, 2025. 72032 Standard Kart contains 174 elements, launches January 1st, 2025. 72033 Donkey Kong and DK Jumbo contains 387 pieces, launches January 1st, 2025. 72034 Baby Mario vs Baby Luigi contains 321 pieces, launches January 1st, 2025. 72035 Toad's Garage contains 390 pieces, launches January 1st, 2025. 72036 Baby Peach and Grand Prix set contains 823 pieces, launches January 1st, 2025. And that is it. That is all of the sets that have definitely been confirmed for 2025 as of right now in mid-November. By the time you watch this video in December or in January or in 2027, some others will have been revealed. As a continuation of what we have got from the LEGO Mario theme thus far, I really like the Mario Kart sets. I think that these are brilliant brick-built sets. I think that they have a lot of interesting charm to them, some fun parts usage. It's wonderful to see some things from Mario Kart get converted into LEGO, which, again, I did not ever expect to see. My favourite probably is the Baby Mario vs Baby Luigi set, because I am always here for a round of Baby Park on Mario Kart. That is just the best track, don't at me. I also love the use of the banana element. I love the Donkey Kong set. I really like the Grand Prix set. I feel like that's got a lot of fun stuff in it. There's an interesting message on the boxes for these, which I do want to examine briefly. In a little box on the corner, it says, add more fun with interactive figures sold separately, interactive figures not included. And I may have to quibble the add more fun part of that, because I don't necessarily think that it will. See earlier in this video when I complained and said that I don't like interactive elements in my LEGO. I feel like I've covered that, but to a certain degree, I'm rather pleased that none of these sets do come with a brand new horrible LEGO Furby Mario character, because we've got the 3 already, Mario, Luigi and Peach, and it's been nice to have a bit of a breather from new additions to that collection so that the sets can really focus on what I think is the best part of the LEGO Mario sets, which is converting Mario icons into LEGO form, in brick-built form, and taking advantage of the particular size and scale of these sets to give us something that we could not get from anything else in the LEGO catalogue. Like, as much as I complain about horrible LEGO Furby Mario, I do really adore some of the LEGO sets that are part of this theme, which are so much more fun to me without horrible LEGO Furby Mario, just as a little brick-built thing to put on display, or to maybe interact with a little bit just by, you know, moving around and playing with it, but not then doing the digital side of things as well. Yet again, 2025 seems like it's not going to give us exactly what LEGO fans really want from the LEGO Mario theme, which is, of course, minifigures, even as we see Animal Crossing and we see Zelda get minifigures. But even so, it is nice to have such a variety of different sets in this theme, and the Mario Kart sets add something completely new to what we've already got and add so much extra opportunities for play. I do feel like my opinion on the LEGO Mario theme has softened in the past couple of years as we have really seen a shift in the theme. Initially, a lot of the sets were really just about tapping Mario on things and getting a wahoo sound effect, and there wasn't a huge amount else going on. And now we've got a bunch of sets with really cool, interesting play features in their own right that can be enjoyed in isolation without having to add in any additional noises or lights or any of that jazz. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but as I understand it, we've begun seeing paper manuals with the LEGO Mario theme recently, and that is such a tremendous transformation because it means that these LEGO sets can be enjoyed offline and without any additional screens. For parents who are buying these sets, that's fantastic news, because parents don't want their kids to just be staring at an iPad when they're supposed to be playing with their LEGO. They want these to be separate activities. They want their kids to have some screen-free time playing with LEGO, and when you've got the tablet involved as well, that just kind of gets in the way. So paper manuals, great. Hopefully that will continue in 2025. We'll have to wait and see when these Mario Kart sets release. Otherwise, that is that. Every LEGO set that is currently, right now, as of today, definitely confirmed by the LEGO Group for the year of 2025. Obviously, there are going to be more sets. You probably know of some that are either heavily rumoured or almost certainly coming in the near future. We're not going to talk about those right now, but let us know which of these sets you do have the most interest in and are the most excited to pick up. Now, maybe you've watched this video and thought to yourself, oh, I'd quite like to buy some of those LEGO sets. Well, with the exception of the city sets, we happen to have affiliate links for all of these sets mentioned in the video. You can find them down in the description, or there's a link to the Brick Fanatics website where you can find a list of all the LEGO sets, not just confirmed but also rumoured for 2025, and the affiliate links are there as well. So make sure that you purchase your sets through the affiliate links or through the QR code that is currently on screen, because doing so is the best way to support Brick Fanatics. You can also help us by doing all of the rest of the YouTube things. You know them by now. Give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe and the notification bell. Make sure that you also go to brickfanatics.com for all of your LEGO news and reviews, and sign up to our newsletter so that you never miss anything LEGO related ever again. Otherwise, have an absolutely lovely day, and I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ra!